Hello YouTube fans, and welcome to my channel. Thanks for tuning in today. I always value your time. You could be watching a lot of different things on YouTube, and if you clicked in here, I'm grateful that you're here. I do readings for your deceased loved ones. And if you like this content, I would be very grateful if you'd hit that like button and also subscribe. It helps to put the content out to a broader audience so that this message can reach the family that it needs to reach. Okay, that being said, let me jump in here. I have got a gentleman coming through. He's a mechanic because he's showing me like he's doing his hands like this, and he's got a rag and his hands look like oil and grease or something, and he's wiping them off. And the environment I'm seeing, he's a mechanic, and although he works on cars, I believe his profession was he worked on, I believe, big rigs or 18-wheelers, those big diesel, whatever, big trucks, was maybe what his job was. But of course, you know, a good mechanic can work on anything. And so he was kind of stocky built, thinning, but dark hair, but thinning a bit. And he's telling me he had two daughters, a wife and two daughters, whom he loved very, very much, by the way. He's being very adamant. He was a very devoted and dedicated dad, apparently. And let's see now about the family. Let me see what messages. So if you don't know how this works, in my readings, I pull, let me be sure that's on camera. This part of the reading is I pull cards to give me a message about the family or the loved ones, so that when you see this, you will know that this is your person that I'm talking about here and bringing through today. So if this story fits and what I just told you about your loved one fits, then you'll know this is for you. Okay, I'm hearing get more cards. All right, so I'm also hearing the two daughters. I think they were relatively close in age. One of them got along with him a little better than the other, but they were I can't think of a word I want to use there. They were in no way at odds with one another. It's just that one of them was more like him and understood him and his sense of humor than the other one. And the other daughter, I think, was more like the mom. Bear with me one second here. I'm getting a little bit more information. I need to stop talking so I can hear. Give me just a second, please. They're actually talking to me about the mom. Apparently, maybe after this gentleman died, well, it could have been before, but I feel like it was after he died. She actually went back to college or school of some kind, some formal education of some kind, I believe. You know, I guess it could have been a trade school, but that's not they're showing me like a college campus, so that's and he's saying, you know, they're telling me these things as in any reading so that you are aware. They see what's going on in your life. They may not be here in the physical, but they are very much here in spirit, and they see what's going on. They're around you. They know your struggles, and this is their way of affirming that when they tell you those kinds of details. So apparently he's saying how very proud he is of her, his wife, that she did that. And I don't believe she did it necessarily because she needed to make a lot more money or anything. Maybe she did, but that's not why. I feel like it was just something she'd always wanted to do and had made raising her children a priority, and so she got to the point in life where they were older, and she decided to do it because it was a passion. So that's sweet. That's very sweet. He's acknowledging that, and let's see what else wants to come out here. Boy, these cards are kind of not wanting to come out today, and I know they said more cards, so just have to wait. Y'all, please be patient here. Thank you. See, and then that happens, and they all want to come out. I'll take those. Let's see. Oh, this is very interesting. Very, because the last reading I did, several of these cards came out, and I have shuffled like crazy, y'all, between then and now. So that is interesting. All right. Let me see what the story is here. So he's saying he's seeing how hard you are working, and I don't know now if this message is directed at the wife or the daughters. Maybe all of you. That's kind of a general message. I think everybody in the family has a job now. He's seeing how hard you're working, that you're still staying committed to each other. He's saying, okay, what is this? Okay, what? 1 second. I'm getting two different storylines. There may be a member in the family who was struggling with, and I'm going to say addictions because the devil often is about addictions, but it could also just be obsessive thinking or being obsessed over something or someone. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a physical addiction. It can also be obsessive thinking. And because this is the Hierophant, of course, is here, and that can mean tradition and convention and commitment. And then we've got the devil and the Queen of Swords. So I'm feeling this message here that someone is so committed to something that it could be becoming an obsession. And so that's a bit of a warning from him. And that to focus on the truth of that situation. Now, there may also be some legal dealings going on in the family. Someone, I mean, it could be as simple as someone just got a ticket in court, because I don't feel like this is anything particularly really major. But sometimes the Justice card can mean that, not always, but it does feel like that energy for me in this case. And so he is just pointing out that when you go to deal with this, whether it's a speeding ticket or whatever it may be, maybe a dispute over some property or something, he's saying, just tell the truth. Just tell the truth. It will be fine. And he said, even if you lose, apparently this gentleman was had very high integrity, and he's saying to me, even if you lose this court case of whatever this is in court, that telling the truth is more important. So and then there's the second message is about this devil is something may have happened. This may be a person or an event that caused your having to be in court, whoever this message is for. And the family member that this is meant for is saying you're at odds with this devil over this court situation. But I feel like it's going to be fine. Whichever way, you're going to be fine. There's not going to be a very major impact at the end of this situation for you. Now let's see. Yeah, because, you know, it is interesting. Also, I have a Queen and a King of Swords. Now, if I was doing a love reading, that would be a divine couple. But this is not a love reading. That being said, the message I'm getting here is, and this could be the mother or one of the daughters that this court case is involving over this man. And I get So we've got these two people. She's looking at justice. This was, the Three of Pentacles is about building something, coming together with people and agreements, and building a strong foundation and structure with this King of Swords, or that this court case is about that situation with this King of Swords. And that's the energy I'm actually feeling, more like somebody, whoever this King of Swords is, I believe that these two are actually battling, that they're the ones that are battling this court situation. So, you know, it could be a divorce situation. Maybe one of the mother or the daughters, maybe the mother remarried, one of the daughters might be in court. It could be that, because this is the card of, you know, conflict and fighting and bickering. So again, he's bringing me back to the devil and saying, do not let this turn you bitter. Do not let this, don't obsess about this. Don't obsess about this. Keep your nose to the grindstone. Just keep doing what you do. Keep focusing on work if you need to keep your mind off of it. Do not let this devil get the best of you, because if you'll notice in this card, these two people have chains around their necks, but that's the only thing restraining them. All they have to do is lift it off their neck and they're free. So this can often be meaning someone is in a position of restriction, of being held back in some way. Sometimes it can mean like imprisoned, not necessarily literally, I don't mean that necessarily, but it just could be you feel confined, you feel like you're being imprisoned. And it just feels like that's what this situation is feeling for you, whoever this message is for. But that there will be, and it's interesting, I usually read the top row down, but that's not, this is reversed today. But there will be a good solution to this coming, or you will get this, you will put this behind you and start again, even if it doesn't have the absolute wonderful resolution you're hoping for. There is a new beginning coming. So, and you may have to make some decisions about this, but he's saying, again, just keeps, again, bringing me back to this. Don't be obsessed. Don't let this devil get the better of you. Don't become that devil energy. Focus on, oh, I'm sorry, my mic just dropped. Focus on this new beginning, and when you get to a crossroads, because there may be a crossroads coming where you are very busy. That's actually the energy. Sometimes this can mean making a choice. It can be a crossroads. The energy I get off this card today, though, is it's more about, well, wait a minute, because I'm getting some more information. You may have a choice in more than one beginning, is the message I'm getting. This may be coming in. You may have a choice about which direction to go. In other words, you may have two good choices. It may not be a choice between something good and something bad. You may have two good choices. But in any case, this could be love, because the Fool here is looking at this Knight of Cups. So you could have some kind of a message of love coming in, and that may be the choice. You have to, maybe it's a career over love decision coming, or you're dealing with it right now, actually. And the last message I'm hearing is, but keep in mind, mind over matter is what I'm hearing. Mind over matter. Be conscious of your thoughts, because we create with our thoughts. Be the magician, create, have positive thoughts, mind what you're thinking, so that you don't become obsessed with this devil energy, or become have obsessive thinking, rather. And let's see if there's anything else. He's just sending his love, saying he sees what's going on in your lives, and he's very, very proud of all of you, and he just wants to send his love. That's really it. They always want to send their love, and so that you know they're still watching and that they care, and that they've not left. They're still with you, just not in a physical body. Okay, well, thank you all for watching today. Again, if this kind of content is something you like, please hit the like button and subscribe. And I will be back again soon with another reading. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and I wish you all many blessings. Bye-bye.